Arctic is 14.5 million square kilometers, almost exactly the same size as Antarctica. The latitude of the Arctic is 0.0000 degrees west, and the longitude of the Arctic is 66.5622 degrees north. The Arctic landscape is dominated by fresh water in the form of rivers, lakes, glaciers, permafrost, and wetlands. It is frozen year-round. A typical feature of the Arctic is called permafrost. Permafrost may be anything from a couple of meters to 1 kilometer deep. From August to March, when the north is blanketed for long hours in darkness, the skies of Nunavik are often a backdrop to fabulous displays of northern lights. These lights can be green, purple, or red. The Arctic has been inhabited by humans for close to 20,000 years. The Arctic water bodies consist of the ice-covered Arctic Ocean and surrounding land, including all of Greenland and Spitsbergen, and the northern parts of Alaska, Canada, Norway, and Russia. There are all sorts of vegetation in the Arctic, such as flowers such as the Saxifraga obsitifolia, the Silene aculis, and the Locellaria praecumbens. Wildlife in the Arctic includes animals such as the Arctic fox, a lemming, and walruses. The Arctic fox has a gray coat in the summer and a thick, warm white coat in the winter. Lemmings are small mouse-like animals that live in the tundra. Walruses are very slow on land because they are so big and clumsy. Summer temperatures in the Arctic remain cool, hovering around zero in many places from June through September. In September and October, the days get rapidly shorter, and in northern areas, the sun disappears. In the Arctic, during the winter months of November through February, the sun remains very low in the sky or does not rise at all. Arctic days lengthen rapidly in March and April, and the sun rises higher in the sky. The major bodies of water are the Arctic Ocean, Davis Strait, Baffin Bay, Fox Bay, Great Bear Lake, half of Hudson's Bay, and Pond Inlet. The people of the Canadian Arctic are known as the Inuit. They used to be called Eskimos, which came from a Native American word for eater of raw meat. Now the Arctic people are officially known as the Inuit, which means the people, or singularly Inuk, which means the person. Arctic wanderer. The Arctic wastelands numb the bones, and wolves aren't yet immune. Upon the winds you'll hear their groans, and moans that won't end soon. For Arctic wastelands test the souls of all who wander near, as if to find out what controls their every thought and fear. The Arctic winds feel no remorse as they go howling by. They simply blow, maintain their course, while all God's creatures sigh. The wolf must wander like the wind along some unknown path, for come the day he's left behind, they'll write his epitaph. For now he lives to face the storm, to battle through each hour, remembering he once was warm, but now he's feeling sour. So woe betide whatever's found that he can eat today. His heart's turned cold, just like the ground that hides what he calls prey. A poem by Denise Martindale. This is a picture that shows snowy mountains for winter, red ground for autumn, and flowers for spring. This picture was painted by John Jay. This picture was painted by Sarah Schott. It is a portrait of a polar bear. People that live in the Arctic get their news the same way we get ours, through TV, radio, or newspaper. There are a lot of ways for people that live in the Arctic to move around and get to one place to another, such as snowshoeing, dog sleds, by foot, cars, and or boats.